in Abu Dhabi now, and it should be 7:40 in India. So we shall start our session today. Today's session, weekly session of 184 of our WeAreOne group. And topic of today's discussion is peace of mind, most valuable position in life. Okay. So we'll first start with analyzing that what is normally the value we give to our positions. Like what are the things we normally, yeah, we normally we are programmed to say something, programmed to have something we want. Like it will start with like our material possessions, like a house, car, or something, good dresses, and good furnitures or whatever we use. These are we call our possessions, and it shows. It is a reflection of who we are. That's what we keep them. That's what we call our possessions, and our goal is somehow that through our position to express ourselves, gain some kind of recognition, reputation in the society, and there is a some of our idea of success. So we wanted to show that success, our life is successful. So we are successful in life, and that shows in all these positions by which we give a value. We value those positions, so and it reflects with the understanding that this is our value. These are the expressions of our own value in life. So, and everybody wanted to prosper. Everybody wanted to be successful. That is absolutely fine. There is nothing wrong in that. Okay. So then we feel that the primary reason behind that, if we possess something of some position of the desire, something we desire, suppose that we wanted to have some kind of one car of a certain brand, we want that brand of car. If I have it, then I think I will be much better. I will feel happy. So we go for it and do whatever it takes. So to get these things, we put our kind of all effort, determination to get it, and to in persuasion to get the process of getting happy. Wanted to be happy in life. So same thing. Though it's normally it's reflected to type of work we do, what kind of position we like to have ourselves. We go for it. We give effort. And also same as the relationships, to whom we like to have the relationships, and then we can go and pursue them. I'm not talking about by birth. I'm saying the relationship we make with others. So we associate with certain kind of people to think that if we just get acquainted that kind of person, then our one will be more happy and our value in the society will increase, and so on and so forth. Okay, so these are the kind of things we give the value. So position, and becomes our priorities in life. So we wanted to be, what are the priorities? We wanted to be successful, we wanted to be winner, and all kinds of things, and and then accordingly we like go behind earning the money and then spend it for those objects of desire. And this is our normal attitude towards life, like winning at all cost. So that's so that we become a winner, and in the process we are successful in society. We are established with a successful thing. Yeah. So up to here is fine. That's what we normally do, and most of the people are behind it. It is that it's a materialistic world, and we are living materialistic life. Questions come is after you get all those things that are you happy? Momentarily, yes, but then we fall into the something of two types of things may happen. One is that we are we got whatever we wanted, and we expected that we'll get certain kind of recognition, certain kind of appreciation, certain kind of things from the society. That didn't happen. Suppose I'm just giving some examples. Suppose you, just to show that you have, say, money, or you have a wealth, so you start paying the bill of the restaurant when you people friend meet or some people meet, and you start paying a bill. Oh, I see, you are paying. Okay, so you assume that you will get appreciated and your value in the social ladder will go high. That's fine. Slowly you realize that later date nobody giving you that value, but you are expected to pay because you are keep paying, and you don't get that recognition anymore, and people take it for granted. Oh, fine, in our gathering that he or she will pay. It's then the value goes down, but you have to keep paying, but that is without getting adding any much value there. So that didn't definitely go as per your expectation, and whatever the set up type of position, if a particular brand of car, you finally you get it. Maybe few months is fine, but later on also it looks like it's nothing more than just same transport, same thing. In fact, some of the cars, they are so costly in maintaining that even a small scratch will cost you a lot of money. So you all the time you are worried about that there should not be any scratch, there should not be anything on that. So so-called joy of riding that car, that diminishes over the period of time. So it no longer gives you that kind of satisfaction on the, whereas those kind of commitments and the cost, and if for minor repairs it may be costing you heavily because it's a special car and you cannot just go to any garage to fix it. It needs a particular thing. Anyway, so these are the type of when you started getting that, then, and after a certain period you realize that it is whatever you started with, it is that expectation, it is not meeting. Maybe for few times, yes, but after that doesn't give the same return. And then people, what they do, try to find something else, and they repeat their same experience there. They think, okay, if I do this, maybe then I'll be more recognized, and I'll be more happier, and things like that. So finally they fall into their own trap of this kind of so-called false sense of happiness, but actually truly it doesn't give any result. Even when we go into, say, if we stay in the best hotels and go for the best food in the town and all those kind of things, even if you stay, suppose, say, in the five-star hotel or some big costly hotel, in after some time, if you have experienced that after a certain time, maybe 1 or 2 weeks, you will feel extremely bored. Okay. The same board, whatever, when it was not, theoretically it is not supposed to be, everything is there, a lot of good facilities, a lot of good service, these, that, good food, spa, restaurant, that, this, but after some time some boredom comes into this. This is a boredom of the richness, that everything is there, everything is available, but some charm is missing. There is no life in that. Then people who stay there, they think, finally they think internally, they feel, okay, it's enough of this five-star business. If I go and just go to some roadside dhaba, have a cup of tea, that will be more enjoyable than having some dinner which costs 50 times more than the normal price it should be. So anyway, so these are the realization what we do in the other side of our so-called success. There was a study done of some years back in US, and the study was about the top company CEOs who resigned from their positions. Okay. So there were some journalists, and they had doing some research on them that why they have left their job. So that is the kind of study they went, and they went keep asking them and interviewing them, asking them that what is the fundamental reason you quit at the peak of your career? You become a top job into that company, and then from there you resigned. So what was that? It was about your the parks, and the amount of rewards are not there, and all those kind of things. They said no, and they were actually very successful. They have led the company very well. Their remuneration was very good. Parks are very good. Everything was fine. Power is also there, so they can exercise the power. Then said, why then, you left the company? 80% of them told that they left because of some personal reasons, and those personal reasons are basically even after achieving that their position, and they are extremely successful in their own profession and the job, they still feel some void inside. Okay, that void. And said we hope that by this position and by this my job, and I will be successful, but finally I don't get it. I after reaching to the position, I realize it is not that. Same thing has been, this sentiment has been reflected into those people to whom we think are successful, who has name, fame, wealth, everything. Okay, so like maybe a topmost actor who got Oscars and whatnot, huge property, and big earning and all those things. So if they have been asked that, are you happy? And final answer, most of the things, unfortunately, is not. So that means that they are more of, in fact, all this wealth, all this name, success make their life actually miserable. They find some what is called paparazzi, or what news things they are behind them. They don't have a privacy. Everywhere they go, even they go for some walk outside their home. There many people with camera, they are behind it. So, and their family members, people are following, and all those things, their life become miserable. So it is not something to cherish upon. But officially, means on paper, yes, they have everything, but internally, it's not that. This kind of story, there are many, and even some Michael Jackson and other people's. If you see their personal lives, they are not enjoying the personal life. Everything to do or say either create controversy, or they get unnecessarily, bogged down with different types of situations into them, and the freedom is lost. All right. So now let us come to the point that after coming all those things, whatever the positions, whatever these things, the why they are unhappy. So in pursuit of that, many people walked on this path and this question. So that why then you are still not enjoying the life? Yeah. So those are the wise ones who found the answer. Okay. This answer is not there into the materialistic world. These answers are there in search of truth. Like many people do their own experiment with the truth. They wanted to find out why. Many people have done that. And the Mahatma Gandhi also is, in search of excellence. He was just pursuing that further. which is beyond his normal job duty and all, in search of excellence. That is in search of the truth. He did discovered many things, many areas of life which was earlier not known. It is found out, and then he has got his own way. That's own teaching and preaching in life, and non-violence and other things. That's so all those kind of things are already well known. Okay. The fundamental reason, now let us come to, we understood that these are the issues, but understood the why it didn't, because even though whatever our normal, so-called normal social things are humanity is undergoing, we are undergoing, these are mostly the materialistic based on the external something. You do this, you'll be happy. You buy that, it will be happy. Any advertisement you see of any product, they basically sell happiness. Like if they're selling some what is called car, then you will see some one family is very happy with the car. So that is the happiness. Or if you go to a certain holiday, then this holiday will make the happy. So basically they are selling happiness, not the holiday, not the car. If you see the advertisements. So they program ourselves. If we get it, you will be happy. But when we experience that, that's what I earlier explained, that is not the truth. Yes, maybe temporarily. Then law of diminishing return comes, but more we go into that, more less and less and less we get any satisfaction out of it, any joy out of it. Okay, so what was the fundamental thing? Fundamental error, we realized that we searched our life in the external world. Okay. External world cannot give you that happiness you are looking for. Okay, you have a right to be joyful, right to be happy, but that happiness is not there in the external world. Illusion is there, lure is there. Your idea is there. If I get it, because of we are programmed so many things, advertisements and this and that. So we think that it will give us happiness, but ultimately no. So in that sense, when we start pursuing that, finding the truth, then you realize that your life is not what you possess, what you have, what is outside you. Your life is how you perceive external things inside you. Means basically whatever your state of mind, that is your life. If you switch off your mind, then there is no life. Means you don't exist if you switch off that. So it is you who is experiencing, and those experiences that happen inside you, not outside. The joy, whatever you are thinking that you will get by buying a new car, maybe same job can happen just by riding a bicycle in the middle of a forest. That doesn't cost much, but the joy will be much, much higher than driving a brand new, a top class sports car. So that's quite possible. And those are the things, the realization. So that means that is happening inside you. It doesn't matter whether you are riding a car or a bicycle. It is your idea the bicycle is lesser and that car, sports car, is better. That is your idea. But that does not produce the joy accordingly. So in this self-realization, then it finally we come to realize that it is inner state that decides your life. Okay, not the outside state. So now, once you realize that, you get a major life transformation within you. Externally, everything will be same. You will live in the same house, do the same job. Of course, you have a same relationship with your family will be same. Everything will be same, but you are different. Why? Because you internally you changed yourself. It is called paradigm shift. Change happened because you no longer treat these your external circumstances, external positions, and all those things in a similar way. You just internally you just upgraded yourself. What is that upgrade? First thing you learn is to detach yourself from all these external things. Why detach? Because you realize that energetically we are sovereign. Like we have our independent, like any country is sovereign country, means they have their own right to have their own rules, set of cultures into their society and that country. And laws are different. Means they have unique laws, they have unique type of, say, national anthem, flag, and boundary, of course, and type of nationality of this kind of things, facilities they give, everything is different, unique. Same as us, we are energetically, we are sovereign. The realization is that if you give that sovereignty to something outside you, you are basically giving power to those things to control you. Okay, I repeat, if you give this outside you, if give that power outside you, like if it is a just lure of something, some object, or if somebody, so if you want that, expecting somebody will talk to you certain way or treat you certain way or behave the certain way, just this expectation itself, you are handing over the power of your happiness to that person or your happiness to the object. So suppose that object is that maybe you want a particular type of food. So, so you are, so you think by taking that food, you will be very happy. Yeah. So, if the food is not available, then you go mad. That particular is not available, so you cannot take it, and so your happiness is disturbed. In this process, what happens is your realization is you are giving power to that food to control you because their availability, non-availability is affecting you. If you give it to like somebody else, whether you expected, okay, that person will treat me this way, but they don't, whatever be the reason, intentionally, unintentionally, doesn't matter. But your expectation you didn't meet. So then you get angry or you get upset and all those things. So you are getting affected by other person doing or not doing something as per your requirement. So you're giving power to that person. So that way we realize that we have given power to many things outside. So including the objects of positions, whatever earlier we discussed. So outside, so they control everything. Something didn't happen. I'm too much attached to one flower vase. So maybe in my house and the flower vase is broken. So I am also shattered. Okay, I got upset. My flower vase is broken. Flower vase is flower vase. So maybe it is made of glass. It can, if it is hit with something, it may break. That is, it is follows its own law, but it makes you upset. So it give a power to that. Okay. All right. So this is about the materialistic part. There we are giving outside force to control you, and secondly, your own attitude, how you interact with the others. Like you wanted to win and you wanted to be right. So whatever you write, you yourself push that agenda and try to say, talk about it and push about it and things like that. And whatever you think right is not happening, then you get upset. Okay, because this is something wrong has happened, and you have done your best to push it, but finally, maybe statistically saying, maybe 50% will be going as per your way, 50% will go other way, statistically, because it can have all the options to go in either way. So those 50% of cases, you will be upset that you didn't follow your these things, follow your own wish and whatever you think is right. People sometimes go to so much attached to their own version of life and opinion, they fight tooth and nail to prove that they are right. Okay, just this particular attitude, you are creating the ground of unhappiness because of these things. Everybody has a free will. Not necessarily everybody will agree to your version or your vision, no matter how hard you push that being right. Okay. So again, if you internally change yourself, if you accept the views, if you increase your acceptance of then 10 different types of view, and other than yours, maybe you're one and then 9 others are different than you, if you can accommodate them, then you will gain your power back, because none of those which you don't think they're right will control you. So that way you are going, those things you are going beyond it. It's called like जो opinion है उसको परे, beyond that. If you go there, then nobody can touch you, because okay, you said fine, a job, maybe it's about doing some job. A job can be done in 10 different ways. I have some idea, so that is one. Maybe there are 9 other ideas possible to do the same job, but in a different way than mine. So why should I push my idea as the right one and rest of the things are wrong? This attitude to be right has created a lot of trouble into the humanity. Most of the war happens just because people, they think this is right and they think that is right. Sometimes it gives a color of God. They think whatever I am pushing, it is approved by God. Then both sides think like that. They are right. They are the people who got the blessings of God. So in the name of God, they have a right to kill others. So these kind of things has created a lot of trouble. But thing is, if it is taken objectively, so whatever you, if everything is created by so-called God, then let the God decide. No, who are you to push that right and push this thing wrong? You just do your part. You have a role and get out of it. It's okay. You are not responsible to correct every wrong in this world. Spiritual understanding of that is, if there is something wrong, there is a purpose behind it. It gives some lesson or something. There is a purpose, even for the wrong ones. Suppose you are walking barefoot on a ground. So one kata, one kata or maybe one nail has punctured your foot. You started feeling pain. Even this pain has a purpose, even if you don't like it. What is the purpose? Purpose is to draw your attention to the leg, that this part is damaged. You need to do something. Pain is only conveying the message to you, drawing your attention. Please focus there. It is your body. Some part of the body got hurt. We do something about it. Assume that there is no such thing of feeling pain. Okay, so what will happen? The nail will be stuck into this. You don't notice because there is no sensation there. Finally, there will be septic and there will be a gangrene of that, and certain situation will come. Then no longer, finally you realize that medical doctor tested that. It's okay. The nail is there for 2 months. The leg has already completely septic and completely gone. You have to amputate the legs. There is no other way. So your legs will be amputated because to save rest of your body. Otherwise, this gangrene or whatever that medical condition will spread all over your body. It will threaten your life even. But as you've already realized the pain, so you will visit the doctor in the day one. You will not wait for 2 months, right? So that is the purpose of that pain, which draws your attention there. So in general, what is the realization is, if you see some areas of your life, you are troubled, you are feeling pain, only message is that you need to do something about it. Your lesson is not complete. You need to learn something more about that area of your life. If I ask you, how many areas of your life you have a problem? So you will say minimum 50, 60, or maybe 100 problems. Okay. But all the masters, they know you will have the problem only 3 areas of your life. Either it should be health related, you or somebody else, but health related. It should be money related, monetary related, or relationship related. These 3. Or any combination thereof. Like suppose somebody has a terminal illness and all their saving, lifelong saving gone into that treatment. So here money and health involved together. Suppose somebody has a dispute with the family property and the brother has taken the father's property not given to you, so you're going to the court and whatever it is. In this case, relationship and money both are involved. Anyway, I'm just giving few examples. So what is a paradigm shift? Self-realization is that all these things, okay, let me put it in this way. You find out any problem in your life out of 50, 60, or 100, whatever you think you have, it will fall into any of these 3. Think of any problem which doesn't fall into this category. If you think, then you realize it will be one of them. Or combination, as I mentioned, it is possible, but it's 3 categories. So only 1% there is an exception, but forget about that. Most of the people, they don't get it. So 99% cases, it will be this ones. Okay. Now, all the masters who mastered, they've got a mastery over the life because they have realized the truth, self-realization, realize the truth. So they realized that your life will transform only you just get these 3 areas in your life. Focus on these 3 areas in your life. What the focus? If by any means you get financial abundance, you get good health and perfect relationships with everybody around you to whom you are to whom you are dealing with in life. If these 3 things are there, your life will transform. Simple. So, health, monetary, and relationships. Yeah. So if you feel that any area this you are having problem or issues, that means you need to learn a lesson into that area. So in these 3 areas, so what are the lesson? First lesson is everything what is happening in your life, it is inside you. It is nothing outside. Not those people are creating problem. Not they are cheating you. Not that this particular matter is affecting your health. No, it is you, why you are experiencing. That makes it all the difference. You have to protect your health. To health, you need to protect. It's a given thing. It's a gift. It's a divine gift. Our physical body, human body. Yeah, you have to take care of it. It has to. It has got certain principles. If you follow that and you give energy to it, pranic energy, it will run. There is no issues. But if you feed itself, feed this body with lot of things, unhealthy things, which it creates a toxin into your body or some lifestyle which is not supporting that. Maybe somebody is having a habit of doing very late night parties. They come back at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the night there. And so how come you think that your body can cope up? Body has its own cycle. Okay, we are not judging that party is bad. I'm not saying that, but your body has an effect. Whatever the lifestyle you lead, that if body will get affected by it. If you eat too much of, say, dead animals, and those animals at the time of killing, those kind of pains will be there into that body, their body cells, and you are eating them and getting that energy. So what about that? Okay, so these are all there. So your lifestyle is the primarily responsible for the health you are having. Yeah, so that is the thing. I'm not saying you have to go big bodybuilder. I'm saying just normal health, healthy body. Just you can do the normal functions of a human being. That's it. So if it's a good health, so if you maintain that is itself is a reward by itself. And relationship lessons, we come here. Relationship lessons are many people get surprised to know that what are the relationship lessons we come here to learn. Because our traditional idea is relationship means give and take. Like you give something, receive something from. That's why the relationship happens. Like in the name of relationship, whether it's a personal relationship or business relationship or family relationship, it is all about give and take. It should, both ways. It should be there. But our spiritually speaking, we come here to learn spiritual lessons. We learn when we realize the relationship's only about giving, not taking. When you come to a level which just keep give and give, and that's it. It's your joy of giving. You learn the relationship lesson. Okay. In that process, what happens is everything is under your control. The other party in the relationship, they no longer can control you because you are not expecting anything. You are just simply giving. You are doing your duty, and that's it. No expectation in return. If it comes, very good. If it doesn't come, that is also okay. So you are not affected. So you, by this method, you go uska pare chala gaya. You go beyond that. You are in the relationships. So lower level expectation you have to get detached from. But in the you can have the relationship set up in the higher level, like soul level. And these so-called unsuccessful relationships pushed you towards something which is permanent, because people get ditched in a lot of relationships lessons. If from the beginning of the life and all along, you get a lot of different types of not so good experiences with different types of people we have to come across in our lives. Yeah? Ultimately, it pushes you, or it encourages you to find out what is permanent. Why I'm not getting satisfaction of the relationships from life. Then you, after roaming around here and there, people do a lot of experiments with life and this and that. Okay, fine, that's their way. And after the end of it, when you realize it is only about giving, only one relationship is a permanent and joyful. That is your relationship with your higher self, and through your higher self to the creator, divine. That is the only permanent and completely joyful. There is no self-interest is involved here. That is completely overpowered. So when after doing all this thing, after so-called failure in those relationships, you realize this is the only relationship which gives you pure joy. Rest of the relationships are just like a pain when the nail has gone into your leg. No, those are pains that leading you towards these things which is permanent. This, when you realize this, your life problem gets solved, because no longer you get too much of these things into those kind of relationships, because this is one of the area we learn. Same with the money. Okay, understand that money is an energy. It's neither good nor bad. Okay, it is you, by your own vibrational frequency, you attract it towards you. If you are not getting this abundance and all those things, you need not to go and run behind different types of investments and different and fall into trap of different cheat funds and this and that and quick reach programs and that double your money in 1 year kind of stuff. That will not make you actually abundant. Your vibration, your frequency makes that. They call that particular vibration, they call money magnet. It will be attracted towards you. By the way, I'm saying it, but don't think the path is linear. Everything has a cycle. So you have to understand and undergo ups and down cycle as well. But overall, you will attract the wealth towards you. So if you are going down, that means also because of your own reason, because those are the time period of your own learning and realign yourself to the same divinity and same kind of higher vibration, and then it comes again. Like it's a climbing a mountain. When you go to say Himalayas or try to climbing a peak there, it doesn't a straightforward cut going towards the peak. Suppose you are going to the Mount Everest. There is not that you start from here and finally from the Nepal you got a one straight road up to the Mount Everest. No. When you go there, those who have gone and they have the trekking and other mountaineering experiences, they know you have to pass many mountains, like one reach, one range, and then another range, and third range, and fourth range, and final one is the peak. Okay. So what about this? That is the path. That is the way you have to reach to the peak. So you cannot say all the time it will go up and up and up. Up and down is a part of the journey to reach to the top. When you realize that, so you work on keeping your vibration high, but vibration itself will have pulsation, ups and downs on the way. That you learn and you go through that process and then reach to the peak. This is the abundance principle, and this is the key to the ultimate success in attracting money, okay, in your life. Money earning is not through that. Money earning is through your own vibration. You have to tune into that vibration. We already learned about Kuber Mudra and mantras and all those kind of things. They just change your vibration. That's it. Money will automatically come. It will automatically attract that. If you have that power, that automatically it will get attracted towards you. Okay. All right. Now let us come to the concluding part of our discussion, which is our topic is peace of mind. So what is your wealth? Physical body, etc. Health is wealth. That is correct. Okay. So these three areas are there. All these things, the health and relationship, detached attachment, lower level detachment, higher level, soul level connection. Forget about that. Give. That's it. So relationship taken care of, monetary, you go into higher vibration and attract wealth towards you. You don't want to run behind the money. You have to hold that vibration, the money, to allow the money to come to you. Okay. That is what the principle is. And third is your health. Go for the higher level of pranic food, water, whatever your body needs, your body will be fine, no disease. Okay. And last but not the least is your peace of mind. Why? Because in the beginning, what I have explained, your state of mind defines your life. It is not something you have. Even the relationships, money, and these kind of things, it's not your life. Life is how you perceive it. As long as mind is running, your life is running. So your most valuable treasure to experience life is the mind should be peaceful. You cannot have some jittery mind or chaotic mind to experience life. So to experience anything in any areas of this life, you need to be, mind need to be peaceful. They create the platform so that you can experience it. So biggest thing the to achieve understanding is simply to maintain your peace of mind. So all the decisions what you take about what to buy the new car or not, buy the new house or not, and your people of your desire, if they come to your life will be changed dramatically, those kinds of ideas. So all these kind of things, if you choose all those things, those are external things, come out of that kind of like prolonged hypnotism. And if the truth, if you go simply, you give importance to the peace of mind, how to achieve it, that will transform your life completely. And by just simply being the peace of mind, just quieten your thoughts, you get connection with the divine. That then the divine will run through you. And that is, once it is complete broadband is established, that is your Sat-chit-anand. All the time you are in a joyful state. That joy is not created by you. Neither external world has given. The connection has given. Because we are created out of pure love by original energy. You are prema sarupa. So when you become expression of that love, you are already, life will be joyful, because you are you yourself, because the expression of that love. You spread love, like you emit that light and vibration, that anybody comes into your field, your aura, they also feel it. They also feel the joy, they feel the purity, they feel the sense of security that that person will not cheat me. Okay, they don't have any hidden agenda ki somehow I'll be manipulated. you know from internally you will get that thing, and you love it. That is a joyful state, and that is a joyful state of relationship. It is a pure loving relationship without any self interest whatsoever. It is simply that person has showed you the how to connect yourself with your higher self and to the divinity. That's it. Your life will automatically change. Okay. So peace of mind is the most precious treasure of your life. If you face any situation in your life, any, whether it's personal, professional, or whatever, if you're in a two-way thing, and this is one of my teaching, I teach everybody into, because I get like minimum 15 calls or messages from somebody, they're facing some issues with life. Okay, and those are obviously not good issues. Because in the joyful state nobody contacts. Okay, only the problem they contact. It's okay, that's fine. But now any life situation you face, then if you see something is the right thing to do, your duty is, you think it is right, everybody from the childhood, everybody told you this is right, okay, you need peace of mind. You always choose your peace of mind over what you right thing to do, your duty and all those things. If you choose peace of mind, then your life will transform, because these things are nobody, nothing else can control you, because always you choose peace of mind. And in this, while preaching this, I get maximum thrashing from people. They tell, you are a spiritual person. How can you tell that we should not do our duty and we should not do the right thing and we should not pursue that whatever you think is right? I said, that is, I'm spiritual so that I can see the truth may be different than the way you see the life and the truth, your truth. What is the difference? Difference is, whatever you think it is right, it is your version of right. That may not be the truth. You may have to, with some value, you wanted to push that you think that is right. Suppose in a social cause, you think that is right, you pursue that and you put all your effort and all. Most likely what will happen is some politician will come and take the advantage of you and then utilize you for their own benefit. Your cause will go, but they will win by the way, by manipulating you. Even right now, the way, what is our bias, that our profile are sold in the market. What is our preference, what are the things we choose, what is we prefer. We are being electronically mapped over the social media and all those things. Those are sold very high price, because some people or something, some organization, they are preparing to profiling us, and they will use their profile, our profile, for their benefit. We are just a product. Okay. Anyway, so whatever the truth is, whatever you think is right, that may not be right in that sense, in the truth. You will fall into something else. So better you trust only your own personal connection to the divine. Don't get some theory from somebody else even. Okay, my I think link will expire, but if link expires, I will continue into the second half of that next link. But I'm let me finish this. But your peace of mind is your key to the your peaceful life. So always you choose. Yes, by doing something, your duty, if we maintain your peace of mind, of course you do your duty. It is only when your duty and the peace of mind is clashing, you're doing some duty, creating some, you're disturbing your peace of mind, it is not worth it. Okay, and so I will post the next link. So see you all in the second half of the discussion. So, all right. Okay, God bless you.
उसने मूवी तो 950
All right. So let us start continue our discussion. So in the first half, I already explained that the peace of mind and what is its most treasured and why we choose it. I just conclude that thing, just giving one example. So that normally I give that one example about that. People say we don't understand what you are. How can be a difference between choice between right thing to do and peace of mind, and it's not very clear. So to understand that, I normally give a story. The story is like that. So suppose you work in an office and we are doing job, your job, and you are honest and everything, but you find out that your boss is immediate boss is a corrupt person. They get money from the suppliers on other contractors and things like that. And you come to know that he takes bribe and a lot of money, and ultimately that company, is suffering. Company has to bear that loss because that person is corrupt. By bribing, he get to allocate those contracts or awards to those people, those companies who bribed him. So this is the thing. Once you realize it, what is your duty? What is the right thing to do? What what is your parvarish and all those things from childhood, whatever you learn? So it is you have to protest that the wrong what is happening. It is your duty, or at least you should inform the higher management. My boss, this person, he is corrupt person, and that's why the company is undergoing a lot of losses. It is best interest for the company. You are employed by the company, so it is you have all the right, and it is your duty to inform your company about this kind of loss which is happening through this person who happened to be your boss. So once you complain it, so your boss will come to know anyway that who has given this complaint against him. What do you think will happen after that? After that, your life will be a hell under this boss. Your mental peace will go, and you will get harassment on the regular basis, and maybe you will find that you have to resign, you have to lose your job. That person may be still there. Okay. So just by doing your duty, your peace of mind has completely gone. So in this case, because your family is dependent on you, so if you lose the job, you only have to the family also bear the consequences. So in this case, you always choose which is your peace of. By doing something, if your peace of mind is disturbed, it is not worth pursuing that. Many people also say to me that if something I see that some injustice is happening or something happening, my blood boils and I cannot restrict myself and all those kind of things. So what do I do then? Or in this process, if you say or do something, most likely you will bind karma. Suppose if you take up a fight and argument with that person, you will get karma for sure. In this case, even if you think you are right. See, what happens is that earlier I was talking that many people challenge me that how come as being a spiritual person you are asking us not to follow that what is correct and not to do our duty. So my answer to them is I am a spiritual so that I can see it from the level whatever you think that is the right thing to do, that may not be the truth. That may be an illusion of right thing. That's what I'm saying. What you are pursuing, you question that itself may not be right. The fundamental of that may not be right. What you see, you have a limited capacity to see and understand things in life. So on that basis, if you take certain decision, maybe you are not 100% correct. So why to take that chance? And even just even if something goes wrong, they said, what do we do then? We'll keep our mouth shut. Don't take any action. Answer to that is tricky, but yes. What do you do that? Suppose you see some injustice is going on. What do? You go and fight in the streets? No. Then you have a chance to get beaten up by the police. If you go there. What you can do in this case, because you have not created it. If suppose you created a certain situation, like you are abusive to certain person, it is your created problem. Okay. That only power you have on yourself. So you control yourself. Don't make same type of abuse from your side. At least one sided, you stop. That is possible. But if it is outside you, is happening outside you, you didn't created it. So who are you to go and say this is right and this is wrong and fight for it? Okay. In this case, what will you do is that leave that to the creator. As I was saying, the pain in the leg is also created by the creator, and there is a purpose. The chaos, what is happening in the world, has a purpose. Maybe you don't like it, but it has a purpose. So, what you do is you have to choose your peace of mind, and with your peace of mind, you pray to the creator. So, please, I don't know the solution. I think some injustice is going on. So, please, bless them and make that peace to restore or make that come to a solution what is in their best interest. You can always pray. If you say that, oh, what will happen into the praying and all those things, never is a practical thing, and how can pray can help? If that is your view, that means you don't have the trust in the creator who created even you. That power, you don't have even an idea what can have it. If that is the case, even your prayer will not work because you don't believe it. I mean, forget about believing. You don't have to like a trust in that power that has been the creator who created it. Forget about believing, non-believing. It's okay. But it is, you are denying that, and you are in, because of that doubt, it will not happen. Your prayer will not be answered because you don't have faith in your prayer. If you don't have faith in your own prayer, who else will? So till the result comes, you keep praying, it will definitely happen. Okay, it is sure it will happen if you are pure enough to ask for that particular thing. It will definitely happen because it will change the vibration first with you, then the project the vibration to the situation. And if it is collectively done, if the many people do the same thing, then it will be happening much much faster, and that is how the things will be sorted out. So you need not to do something to solve. You just be with the purity. Give your intention, give your prayer, give your, that focus in good intention, pass on that energy, and that energy will help them to transform that and align with that, which is the pure, which is the divine thing, and that is how you contribute. Okay. So this is the way to get there. And with this, I will conclude this learning session. So if there is, it got little prolonged, but better to understand it because these are practical matters, and in this way, better to go into that. And also, let me just tell you that I shall be traveling to India on this day after tomorrow, and from there I'll be there for 3 weeks. We have a plan for Varanasi spiritual camp from 16 up to 19th, and I will also be on travel. So we have a satsang in Kolkata at Monali's house on 24th of December. So 29th I'll be coming back to this Abu Dhabi. So basically, next 2 weeks, there'll be no weekly session like this learning session the online. We'll have that Varanasi camp, and we'll have the Kolkata, the physical satsang that will take place. But there will be no virtual like our weekly sessions for next 2 weeks. This week is fine because I'm going day after tomorrow. So this weekend I'm available here, so I conducted it. So next 2 weeks, you can follow our group for what is happening there and all. So that we'll see that if some part of it can be put online, and then you can also take part remotely to some extent. Whole day coverage is of course not possible, but some of the events or some of the sessions we can do some live like kind of telecast through Google Meet, something like this. So that is possible. We'll see explore that opportunity. So, but otherwise, just I'm informing you all that this next 2 weeks, 2 weekends, that there'll be no virtual session like this for Saturday and Sunday. So after I return from India, then again we'll start. That is in the last week of December. So that again we'll start that time, but not next 2 weeks. There will be no regular sessions. All right. So now let us go for some question answer session. So if you have any question, so raise your hand, digital in, and then I will just ask you your whatever the question. Okay. Okay. Go ahead, Indranilda.
Yes, I had two questions. The first is about pain. You mentioned when there is any physical pain in your body, you cannot ignore it. Like the leg may have to be amputated, right? What happens in case of mental pain? Mental pain often by ignoring it goes away,
Mm-hmm.
right or wrong.
Mm-hmm. Okay. No, you are asking whether by ignoring mental pain will go away or not?
Yeah. So the same philosophy can be used for mental pain, like physical pain.
Mhm.
If you ignore it, you will have a problem.
Yeah.
But mental pain should be ignored or not ignored.
No, no, not ignored. Okay. See, mental pain is little bit different than physical pain. Hmm.
Right.
Mental pain also purpose is same to draw your attention. Okay. But
Mm-hmm.
most of the time, physical pain is easy to identify. That my left foot in the big toe, there is a nail. Yeah, easy to identify.
Mm-hmm.
Mental pain, it is not easy to identify what caused it.
Correct.
And that is why we got a little bit perplexed. Okay. But
Mm-hmm.
if we come to know that what caused it, the purpose of that is exactly the same. It is drawing your attention to that particular cause.
Mm.
And this matter, it is like this kind of healing is not it goes into the healing rather than curing it like this medical way. Mental, the methods are little different.
Okay.
Ultimate goal is same, the cause is same. It is creating the discomfort or the the damage to the mental. So that's why it's a physical health issue, there is a mental health issue, but the approach will be little different because of the identification factor. We got
Okay.
confused that exactly what caused it.
Correct.
Okay, so once it is identified, then the process is same. Like you heal that area of that particular thing, then it will solve by itself. So that is why it is done.
Okay. Thank you. Second question is you are talking about injustice. Now, there is some injustice going on, and if you're turning a blind eye to it,
Mm,
although you are not created it, the problem,
mm,
somewhere there is a guilt. Like my philosophy is world leaders like Nelson Mandela and Gandhiji, they were leaders, they did not create the problem, but they could not tolerate the injustice. And they
mhm.
took a step and paid the penalty by going to jail and all that.
Yeah. Mm.
So, what do you have to say to that?
Okay. See what they have done. First thing, what they have done, they have gone for a cause and depersonalize it.
Mm-hmm.
Means why you mentioned about Gandhiji and Nelson Mandela, they
Mm-hmm.
didn't go because it will enhance their name and fame.
Okay.
Okay. So once you start that, then you are doing a selfless service to the humanity. You are not solving a problem. You are giving a service to the humanity.
Okay.
In this case, you don't claim that you have solved the problem. The
Mm-hmm.
problem may never solve,
Mm.
but your life will be example to others and that will be replicated and finally that will have a cascading effect to solve the issue.
All right.
That's how the law of South Africa was changed.
Mm.
why the British has gone out of India.
Correct.
It is not because what they have done. They become inspiring model, so
Mm,
the hundreds of others also following that model,
mm.
and that power make the transformation happen.
All right. So it's selfless motive, right?
So yes, so first you start with a selfless motive. If it is
Mm,
not your personal agenda,
mhm, mm,
where we went wrong, our liking and disliking, we wanted to push it, and because we don't like it, we try to push it as our own agenda,
mm,
and that's how we fail.
mm. So that comes from ego. That means.
That comes from ego, exactly.
Mm,
Okay. If you can
okay.
drop your ego and pursue the same goal, personally, you cannot solve it. Almost certain.
Yeah.
Okay. But looking at you, there will be hundreds will follow your path. You become their role model. So, if you see the objectively, you are not actually solving the problem. You are creating multiple solutions.
Mm,
Means
got
your
it.
job is to create those like a reflections of your version through many
Mm,
many people, and that becomes a powerful force which can transform.
okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, all
Thank
right,
you.
God bless you. Any further question? All right, so if there's no further questions, so we'll go into our kriya and meditation. So that's it straight, and breathe in and breathe out few times.